here in the fine city of Adelaide to take a look at the Crows and St Kilda. Amy Stadium is the venue. There is not one bit of light at this place. It's like someone's hung a black blanket out the front of our commentary box. But I tell you what we're doing over the next 2.5 hours. That's previewing this big game on a Friday night with the help of Bernard Vince. Our great friend from the Adelaide Crows is going to be in. Scotty Waters doing a very good job as the coach of the St Kilda Football Club. Hamish McLaughlin going to be along a little later on, but Jason Dunstall's here, 4-time premiership superstar for the Hawks. Hello, Chief.
Afternoon, Jim. Are we at the right venue?
Well, we got to ask that question.
This is ridiculous.
It's just pitch black outside.
It's like we're alone here at Amy Stadium.
Yeah, I'm with
Extraordinary stuff.
6-time All-Australian, former Victorian centre-half-back Garry Lyons here, and we heard on local radio the Chief getting this one ready with the local rush hour.
I've had a great day. It's been a funny week, really, as I also say good day to Damien Barrett, the best newsbreaker in the business. It's been a funny, strange week because there's a game on Monday, and then it was all sort of, we did our show on Wednesday.
Yes,
and
late.
Last night's game, we're going to talk about that, about the scheduling, and then you sort of had a night off in terms of work, and then you get up today and you come over here. It's been a bit weird, Warrior.
Yeah, and Sydney tomorrow goes for you as well.
Yeah.
And you, Purple.
And you.
Don't try and divorce yourself of that one.
I tell you what, we did. Had a lovely trip over. He's got on a plane. I sat
Need to
down
talk
next
about
to
that.
my very good friend, the Chief, and never have you seen two men more comfortable in each other's presence.
Didn't speak to each other.
Chief and I just sat down, what
Damo.
I call Damo, comfortable silence.
Not
That's
a
what
word
Yes,
said
we
between
exchanged.
the
Don't like to be bothered and have someone chatting in your ear all the time.
Exactly.
So it was perfect. But
Both went for a headset.
Jim.
I looked over and there's my man Jim, locked in conversation. You know that awkward sort of 5 or 10 minutes where you sit down on the plane
Yep.
and it doesn't take off. You know, that's where I always go a headset. Because then you just Chief chucked his headset on and I'm thinking that's the first
Chief
time
brought
I've
his headset.
been beaten to a headset.
He was wearing it as he got it
for a long time. So I chucked mine on and then I'm looking at his.
LeBron
He's
style.
on channel 10 and I'm on 10. I've got nothing. I've got no audio. And then I looked at him and I said, is yours working? He goes, no. So he had the headset on.
it's beautiful.
Right?
Damo.
And anyway,
what we're dealing with.
I looked over at him, being the chairman
Our
of
leader.
North Melbourne, and Tony Shaw come and sat down next to him, and they talked, those two, from the 10 minute prior to take off.
What about?
I had to prise them apart
All sorts.
at Adelaide Airport. They didn't draw a breath.
Sure and I, mates.
What were you talking about?
Well, we
I
just
don't think you are.
dissected 100 different things, Gary. It
I
was
did a bit of
wonderful-
earwigging at one stage.
Beautiful
Oh, jeez.
conversation.
Was there some heavy
Jim,
stuff?
can I just talk
Yes, please.
about a couple of things that happened with the Wolf and I sitting next to
Well,
each
I
other?
want to know about this.
We both sat there
Don't self-indulge.
as the plane was loading, both with a bag on our laps,
Yes.
because there was no cabin storage space
What
at
about
all.
that?
Because a couple of jippers in front of us had about 4 bags each
Some
and just
real
loaded up
slippery
the
bags
entire
had
correct
gone
everywhere,
above.
everywhere.
Exactly.
So the wonderful attendants came
Yes.
and took our bags and found space for them, which was lovely.
Nice.
And then, just into the flight, it's the best look I've ever seen on the Wolf's face. One of complete and utter disdain or contempt,
And capable of it.
because the jipper in front of him put his seat back.
Oh, no.
And it was a two-phase thing. First was the look of horror going,
Long story,
the gall of this man, how dare he?
Shorten it up.
No, actually 3-part. Second, he started dropping the knees into the back of the seat to give the bloke a
I
hiding.
didn't.
And third,
You would have.
then he said, oh, well, my seat's going back on the lady behind him. He went 1, 2, 3, bang.
Anyway, I was more fascinated with what you and Shorey were talking about.
Shorey and I went and did a thing in
I
Port
didn't know
Douglas
you were
over the
so
summer.
close.
Tight.
Tight as a
Well,
nut,
same
and
sort of
nothing
cats.
Tight.
I was, what?
I nearly said it, didn't I?
You did, too.
No, I didn't.